I gotta account for my dog. I want to sleep in till 6. He gets up at 5:15, 5 o'clock. He got up this morning at 5:05. He clacks his teeth to get me up. So he got me up and let him outside, and then I laid down on the couch, waited for him to be ready to come back inside, brought him back inside, laid down on the couch for 35 minutes, and then took him on his walk. It's a pain in the ass, I'll tell you. But it's all good. Let's get into it. This is the ninth stanza is a stanza all about nature. And it's a perfect opportunity to kind of just sit for a second and really let it kind of come into your ears. The language is very naturey. So just get yourself settled and take a listen, and we'll begin the practice. The ninth stanza of the Art of Peace is as follows. Now and again, it is necessary to seclude yourself among deep mountains and hidden valleys to restore your link to the source of life. Breathe in and let yourself soar to the ends of the universe. Breathe out and bring the cosmos back inside. Next, breathe up all fecundity and vibrancy of the earth. Finally, blend the breath of heaven and the breath of earth with your own, becoming the breath of life itself. So I've read this stanza many times, but this stands out for me. Breathe in and let yourself soar to the ends of the universe. So breathing in, let yourself soar. I would have thought breathing out, let yourself soar. Breathe out and bring the cosmos back inside. That seems reversed. Fecundity is a word that describes fertile, like having lots of offspring. Interesting. Hadn't noticed it. All right. Let's practice. Start with the eyes. Look for patterns of light and shadow. There's always shadow, and there are places that shadow exists that you didn't notice. So as you explore around looking for shadow, know that there are places that you just did not realize that there would be shadow. Once that's established, close the eyes and study the area you're in from your sense of sound. Near sounds, far away sounds. Animal sounds, machine sounds, people sounds. Don't forget to study silence. Don't forget to study silence. And I hope the word study doesn't trigger any kind of schooling type stuff, because what I mean is just explore silence. It has a quality of experience that you can settle into and notice and be aware of. Now come in closer and notice temperature on the skin. Taste in the mouth. Smell the air. Go into your ground, what's beneath you. Notice your pelvis. Notice your core. Heart space. Throat. Top of the head. Whole body. Breathing. Just focus on the breath. Breathe in deep. And imagine your awareness above you, looking down over you. Exhale, let yourself settle back into your body. Inhale, imagine your awareness going up high above you, higher than before. Breathe in really deep and look down, not only just on you, but on the building you're in. And as you exhale, let your attention come back into your body. Feel yourself grounded to the ground beneath you. Now inhale, take your imagination, take your awareness all the way up into the clouds, looking back down. In your mind's eye, see how much more you can see from that height. Exhale, come back down, traveling down through the clouds, through the roof of whatever building you're in, back to yourself, and pause for a moment, taking in the sounds around you. Breathe in as deep as you can, and this time take your attention all the way up to the space right between space and the atmosphere. So you're looking all the way down on the continent that you're on. See yourself all the way up high. And exhale. Slowly imagine your attention dropping down through the clouds, through the roof of the building you're in, back into your body, and just feeling the ground. All right. right, breathe in as deep as you can. Breathe all the way up. Breathe all the way up. And now zoom out so that you're all the way, you're on the moon looking at the earth. Just looking at all the vastness in your mind's eye. Exhale, feel your attention just moving through space, moving through the clouds, seeing the earth, seeing your state, seeing your house, seeing your building, seeing the roof coming all the way back down. Listening to the sounds around you. Last time, inhale, breathe in, breathe in. Picture yourself at the edge of the Milky Way. Seeing all the planets, all the stars, the sun, all there. And as you exhale, imagine just shooting at the speed of light through space, through the clouds, seeing Earth, seeing your state, seeing your house, seeing you, and coming back down into your body. Listening to the sounds around you, feeling what it feels like to have put your mind at such scale. That was kind of fun. So here's an interpretation of the 9th stanza. What you are is all around you. To study your capabilities, study nature. Nothing is useless in nature. Find beauty and see what you are capable of. I took the girls to the river yesterday to participate in a volunteer cleanup. And they didn't do very much. I did most of it. And the reason they didn't do very much is because there's this place in Richmond called Texas Beach, which is the coolest place in the whole wide world. It's like a fantasy world where the river has just carved out all these little islands and these little coves and these little niches. And we got to this one area that was so full of like different stuff to do and explore. And the girls didn't have bathing suits on, but they were just like, Dad, we're going in the water. I was like, well, don't put your shoes on. Take your shoes off. They just dived in with their clothes, and they just started playing around the rapids, playing around the jumps, playing around the islands. I mean, it was the coolest thing ever. And we spent about an hour there, and they just had a blast. And what I noticed right away when we came home and then through the rest of the evening and into the evening is that they didn't have any large emotional outbursts. Almost every day they have these meltdowns where they're tired or they're whatever and they just kind of fall apart. But they didn't have that yesterday. And it really just hit home for me, this understanding of our central nervous system. Your central nervous system is arguably the kind of the gift of evolution. It's such a complex thing. It's got all these connectors. It's connected to the big. It's connected to the small. It's got different ranges. It's got different spectrums. It's just something else. but it needs special attention, and it gets that special attention from nature. And you can cultivate that special attention, of course, in other ways, but nature just gives it to you. And it showed up like that with the girls. Oh, man, it was so cool. So, how are you going to get out in nature? How are you going to seclude yourself among deep mountains and hidden valleys to restore your link to the source of life? Let's see who's here, and we'll get out of here. Nobody's here. All right. Later, Armor Down. See you tomorrow.